Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I do hope that you'll stay until the end of this video because in this particular video, we're going to work on a condominium studio unit that I have been commissioned for. It's been a while. I've ran into some bad luck these past few weeks. My new laptop, mind you, broke. The LCD screen broke, so I had to take it in to get it repaired, and unfortunately it took forever. But now it's finally back in my hands, and hopefully it won't break again and it won't leave me like so many things before in the past. But anyway, we're going to continue this project of mine that I have been working on and was about to finish until that unfortunate incident. And fortunately, this also gave the client some time to think about this design, and they have some new feedback. They don't want this anymore, so we're gonna get rid of it. They don't want this right here, no more. They don't want it anymore, so we're getting rid of it. Gone. It's gone. Not a problem. See that? Just click of a button, it's gone. And we're going to do some rearranging. So this one right here, not that, just the sofa bed. You know what? I'm not going to get rid of that yet. Let's just hide it first. Make it disappear. There we go. However, the bed we're still okay with, hopefully. Let's just go ahead and close it. Close it up here. Bam, closed. Let's close this things right here. How many degrees is it? 25. This one here. Alright, let's close this cabinet. Ah, man. I'm so tired. You'd think that I'd be living the good life, but nope. I'm living the stressed life. But that's just how it is. So anyway, yeah, that's how it's gonna look now. So we got some new things going on. The kitchen, no problems with the kitchen according to the client. They've changed their mind about the washer, so we're gonna have to move this here. I believe it was 600. So we'll just make it 650 to be safe. They've changed their mind about the washer, which is kind of, oops, shoot, I got stuck in the wall, which is kind of a bit of a stressor, but that's fine. We can live with that. And then this thing, let's just adjust it a bit. 200. And we'll move it up to here, let's say, and we'll have 45 degrees, so we have 200, oops, 200, okay, and here. Now I'm going to be moving pretty fast for this video. We're not going to be as chill as I usually am because now, because of the stupid incident, I am way behind freaking schedule, and that's not cool. That's not cool with me. So I have to make it. I have to make it right. I mean, it's not my fault, you know, but it's part of the. It's part of my ethics, you know. We just have to make up for things as best we can. Let's make it 250. There we go. So at least there's enough space for some like pepper shakers or something there. Man, people are racing or something outside. Okay. So, and as for this thing, this one right here, gone. You know, I wish I had like 3D stuff, you know, so I can be like just using my fingers and sign language and stuff like that. But I'd have to learn sign language also, so I guess it's a win-win. Or not a win-win. It's a something type of scenario. Anyway, my gosh, why is my nose itching so much? I'm already stressed out as it is. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, nose. Okay. Let's see here. Then it turns out I have like a booger on my nose that I'm not seeing. That would be horrible. Okay. So like I said before, we're going to actually lower the ceiling height. So I'm going to do that right now so I don't have to worry about it later on. So we're just going to go here, here, there, right? Lower this by, let's say 50. That's fine. Make it into a group. And then what's our ceiling height going to be? Let's go take a step inside. Let's make it a bit of a wider angle so we can see more. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Ceiling height here, 2,650. Well, over here it's 2,530. So in essence, we're gonna make it 2,400. There we go. Oh my gosh, is that not a... There's so much noise going on outside. It's just irritating me. I'm sorry. I got this... My nose has got something in it. I don't know what it is. Freaking police sirens outside. Somebody driving their motorcycle with the freaking muffler. And it's none of my business, but it's stressing me the frick out. Okay, there we go. Bam. Get rid of that line that we used for reference. So 2,400 is roughly 8 feet. I had an incident recently where we had discussed the ceiling height before I finished the floor plan, and my gosh, sometimes there are just clients that are not easy to talk to. Sorry, I'm being a bit irritable, but I hope you understand. I want to do right by my client, you know. So I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to move as fast as I can here. So basically, we still have this space up here. How are we gonna do this now? I think I'm just gonna extend it. Extend this. Yeah, let's just extend this here. So we'll extend it a bit more, like that. Does it look okay? Stuck in the wall again. Okay. Now, does it look okay? That's the question. Obviously, it does not look okay. How am I going to do this? I have to think of a solution for this. This ceiling height right here is too low. This is like way too low. 2,290. So I have to figure out some sort of way to make this part of the ceiling blend together. Damn. But anyway, at least we have our ceiling height. Alright, let's take all these portions back here. Move it again. Yeah, just like that. Oops, sorry. Oh my gosh. Come on, work with me. I'm so tired also, like I'm doing so many other things right now. It's just such a roller coaster of emotions. So now I need a marker just to know how high my ceiling is. And we'll do this here to do that. Yeah, so that's the ceiling height. Alright guys, so next thing we're going to look at here is, you know what, let me group all of these also, because they're all over the place and it's just getting messy. Get these out of the way, this here out of the way. I know we have one behind the fridge, which is kind of going to be a bit of a hassle. But let's see if I can get it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. There it is. Bam. Just like it's just like playing video games. Alright, make into a group. Let's move it out of the way. Get out of here, guys. Bam, 10,000. Alright, so we got all those things out of the way. Okay, okay, okay. What's next? Yeah, I'm really sorry at how fast I'm moving, guys, but we got a long way to go. I need to get some sleep because I also have my regular job, and there's the other stuff I do in my life. So we're gonna have to do this the way that I really don't like doing it. And you know, it's kind of like one of those things that there's a lot of people that would like tell you like, oh, you have to know how to manage your time better, and it's like, that's not fair. Like, my laptop just broke out of its own, you know, when I went to the service repair center guys, after they repaired it, I asked them, so what exactly happened? And you know, they told me it's just manufacturing defect. Is that my fault? Exactly, it's not my fault. Just the same, if it happens to one of you guys, it's not your fault that something like that would happen. So you don't have to freak out about it. If your client can't understand that, then you didn't lose anything, to be honest. I mean, as long as you're a really hardworking person, you shouldn't feel bad about those kind of things. Okay, now, gosh darn it, I don't know why my nose is itching so much. All right. So we have the bed, we have that. Let's start here first. Let's go to 1,800. Bam. I swear, I wish I could just like close my nose. 2,620. Let's make it 1,950. Bam, just like that. Then we'll make this 300. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, remove this line. Make this into a group. I'll use that for a reference later. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. Just bear with me. Oh no, let's just hide these first. I'm not sure what I'm going to need, what I'm not going to need. Okay, how deep is your love? No. How deep is this column? 345. So I need a depth of 400. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and extend that all the way here to the partition at the ref. Bam. Just like that. And let's make this 900. Bam. Perfect. Make that into a group. Okay. How wide is this opening now? Shoot. 615. That's not good enough. How about you? How big are you? 1,580. Oh, gosh. So many things not working right now. Okay, let's go ahead and push this back again by 85. Bam. So now this opening is 700. That's good enough for me. I know what you're thinking. It's good enough for me, but is it good enough for the client? Well, you know, if it's good enough for me, I think it's good enough for the client, because I wouldn't make anything like, I wouldn't make garbage. That's not my style. Let's see here. 650. Oh shoot. This is just horrible. It's not, I mean, it's not that horrible, but it's pretty horrible. Make that into a group, right? And then here. So what am I doing right here? We're gonna make like these, so there's not enough space here basically for the cabinets because the client has said that they feel a bit claustrophobic with the setup with the cabinets in the center. So what I'm doing is I'm now putting it here on the side. But the thing is, there's not enough space here on the side to make it like completely a good idea. Or it's not that it's a bad idea. It's just that we kind of have to work around the space that we have. So what I'm doing is I'm making this kind of solution to the problem through design, of course. That's what design is, as I always tell people. Design is finding a solution. So you guys will see what I'm doing in a bit. First, I have to make it happen. Okay. Let's go ahead and move this back here. Alrighty. Okay, sorry. Let's make that into a component. Clothes. We'll just call it clothes, I guess. Excuse me. So we need enough space here, not just for the fascia, but we also need to put wheels underneath. So we're going to add another 50. Okay, so this is what we're making. And let's put a divider in between. Push that. Shucks, forgot. Make you into a group. Make a divider in between. Bam. 20. Make into a group. We're gonna move this up. Bam. Right into the center here. Bam. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this idea where the clothes will go in here, but not in the traditional way. This will actually be able to be rolled out. Ba-bam. Okay, close, delete. Bam. Okay. So this is our new cabinet. What's going to happen is it's going to have wheels underneath, and you can go ahead and just roll it out. So this is how much? 350. Alrighty. Let's see, we need a circle here. Let's just make it into 10. So it's 3/4 as well, huh? Make into a group. Lower it down by, I don't know, 50. Yeah, that's good enough. And from here, we're gonna center it. Freaking, I don't know why it keeps going on its own tangent. There we go. There, right in the center. Bam, right there. Alright, how wide is this again? Oh, this is too wide. Never mind. Let me make this. Let me fix this. Sorry. 25 and 25. There we go. Okay. Sorry. 25. Freaking walls. Get out of my way. Okay. 25. Bam. So if you we're gonna make another one of these. 2. Bam. We have 2 of those now. Put it here. So now they have a lot of space for clothes, basically. gosh, why do we keep burping? I'm sorry, excuse me. My stomach doesn't feel well. Okay, let's see here. This is only the width of the air conditioning opening, which is 640. Let's move it a bit more. 160. Bam. Okay. So now they have a lot of cabinet space. Well, they have not a lot of space for clothes, and not only do they have a lot of space for clothes, but they have enough space for, well, actually, that's pretty much the end of the statement. They have enough space for clothes. Sorry. Let's move this 20. Let's go ahead and put a divider between there also. I don't know. Somebody's just playing really loud music outside. Okay, so here it is. So, like I said, the depth for your clothes, like I have some clothes hanging around here right now, actually. So this depth is actually around 0.5 meters, half a meter. But you want to kind of have some cushion space, so we make it around 0.6 meters. And when you hang it into your cabinet, so you have your door opening this way, right? But we don't have enough space here on what's left in the area. So what I'm doing is, instead of having like opening door, swing doors or sliding doors, we're just having the whole cabinet move out just like that, and the clothes hang right there. So they have a lot of space for clothes. I have some clothes hanging around here because I did all my laundry just before I started this video. Yeah, I'm really stressed, guys. Give me a break. I have too many responsibilities. I just want to be a kid again. Okay, so that's what happened there. Now let's see here. 1,500. Excuse me. Why do I keep burping? Okay. So we got that going on. So we have a lot of cabinet space here. Now, so this is my suggestion to them. Let's go ahead and unhide this again. Let's rotate this by 90 degrees. 90, bam. And we're gonna move it just over here. Alright. So now it opens up that way, but it's also gonna have to be a bit smaller. Let's see here. Let's move this by, I don't know, 100, something like that. And let's do that to this other side as well. 100, nice. Let's move this here, 100, nice. Okay, bam, just like that. And we'll move this one back. We'll just close it up. Bam, just like that. Ooh. Then we'll put it against that, just like that. Okay. And we'll raise this again. I don't want to yawn. I'm already burping and everything. No yawning. Raise this by 300. Okay, I didn't yawn. I forced it down my throat. How much space is left here anyway? Bazinga. 1,665. So that's enough space actually. This is 1,600. So we're gonna have the TV over here. That's what my whole idea was leading to. But now that I see it, it doesn't doesn't seem like it's gonna work, does it? Let's see here, double this, 750, 1,500. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work, guys. So let's go ahead and go back. Bam, 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 bam. Move this over here. Bam, just like that. Okay. We're gonna have to get rid of this one. I think this is enough clothes, space for clothes though. Pull it out, 400, bam. Because if you think about it, this is 360 plus 360. It's like about that much space. How many clothes can you fit in that much space? You can fit a decent amount, I think. I'm sorry. Just not in the right mindset. I'm sorry. I apologize too much. Someone once told me that. Well, actually, a lot of people have told me that. Okay. No yawning. Not gonna yawn. Okay, so we have a problem. We're gonna have a TV here. But if you guys recall, the ceiling heights are a bit different. Okay, so how are we gonna do this, guys? I don't like it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And so we have a lot of space going on here. We don't want to have this like directly touching the air conditioner, the air conditioning opening. So that's why I kind of have a little distance here, because what happens is it causes moisture buildup, and nobody wants that. So what we're gonna do here now is, I'm gonna do my best anyway. Something like this. Something just like this. Okay. And this one we're gonna line up right here. So we got a bit of space going on. So the thing about this setup as well is they're not going to have a TV in the bedroom anymore, which is nice because they talked about it as well. They agreed that maybe it's better not to have a TV in the bedroom. So that'll do just fine. I don't. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually stretching the figure, and I don't like doing this because although it seems convenient, like it's easier to stretch things out to make it fit into a certain space, it actually changes the dimensions of a lot of things on the item that I built here. So if you look at this, the thickness of this portion here, it's actually thinner previously, but when I stretch it out, it gets wider, which is what I don't like to do. I like because when it comes to like building stuff, sometimes materials they come in a certain size, and uh, this is like a practice that I just came across from firms that I worked for before. And what I found is like they don't like take into consideration what happens on site, which is why I really don't enjoy doing that. But considering that we're not really making the final product right now, we're kind of making revisions to what the client requests. I can probably readjust that some other time because this isn't the final product anyway. Sorry for the long explanation. Anyway, here I kind of suggested that they might like to have shelves instead. That way it's not so claustrophobic. Let's go ahead and make it 2 inches. Make group. Excuse me. Yeah, horrible. There you go, 2 inches. I'm sorry. Shelves. I don't know why I was saying 2 inches. I was talking about the thickness of the shelves, but anyway, back to what I was doing. So this is the original ceiling portion here. The reason I'm moving it back here is because I'm going to do something here in the bedroom, which is kind of going to be a bit stressful. So I did suggest before to the client that perhaps they would like to have some coving here, so that way the light isn't directly on the bed. But the problem is that this beam ruins the balance of everything. So I'm kind of like trying to think, how will I get around the beam? I'm sorry, I'm fidgeting a lot. I'm just really tired, guys. Just work with me here. We can do this, guys. Let's go ahead and put this back here. So we'll do this, and we'll make it go in by, I don't know, 200. 200 is fine. So when you make coving, you have to make sure that it's deep enough to actually hide the lights that you're putting in here. Sometimes like you see coves and you can actually see the you can see the lights just peeking out at you, but that's not what it's supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is the light source is supposed to reflect onto the ceiling and onto the surface that you're trying to get it onto. And we do this, it's called indirect lighting. That's because the light is not necessarily directly pointing at you, but it's a kind of like indirectly going towards you. And we do this that way. The reason I'm putting it here over the bed is that way there's this effect that light has on us. That's why we're not, that's why you have nocturnal and what's the opposite of nocturnal? You have creatures that are on the stay awake at night. You have creatures that stay awake in the day. Let's just keep it simple, okay? Nocturnal, and what's the other one? I don't know. So humans are not nocturnal, of course. The reason that people might have trouble sleeping at night is because they have direct light always shining on them. It's the same thing like when you're just using your cell phone or your You have your laptop on, or you have a TV on in the bedroom, and you're trying to go to sleep, and you feel sleepy, but you can't seem to go to sleep, and that's because you have this light that's going on you. That's why there's a different, like, it's different if you like leave the radio on, or if you leave some music on, like you're able to actually go to sleep. But whereas if you leave the TV on, and the light is shining directly onto you won't be able to, even if like you're facing away from it. There's something about it that's just like keeping you awake. So yeah, that's the reason that I propose to have cove lighting instead. That way the light is indirectly uh, facing them when they go to sleep. So this is kind of how it's going to go about. Oh man, sorry. Give me a moment. I'm going in and out of consciousness right now. Let's see here. 150, 25. Oh, sorry. No. 20. Oh shoot. 130. Yeah. And this is gonna be 150. I'm sorry, 25. Right now I'm just kind of making the cove light surface. You don't necessarily have to do this when you're designing your own thing. I'm just doing it for the sake of making it look cleaner. So yeah, sorry. I'm not even finishing my statements, I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go. Make that into a group. And rectangle. Bam. 20. Bam. Make into group. Bam. Okay. There. So now it looks cleaner underneath, right? Yeah. So now we have cove lighting. And over here we can have like a pin light. Excuse me. Oh gosh. I just keep burping. I got something in my nose, like my head's aching. I'm so tired and sleepy. This is the life of an architect. And the worst part is I'm underpaid. That's why you shouldn't, if your architect is lenient and giving you a kind price and they're doing their job properly, just don't give them any problems, please. This is what we go through. So yeah, I think that's nice. So this is what the setup is going to be like now. Hidden geometry. We're going to go ahead and unhide these. Unhide. Bam. Just like that. View, hidden geometry. Bam. And we're going to center you again here. Okay. So this is actually the best setup we can come up with. There's nothing. It's less claustrophobic, I suppose, but it does have its flaws. And so the people, they're gonna have to sleep this way, facing that way. So we have a cabinet, we have drawers, we have a cabinet, we have overhead cabinets. This is where the TV will go. In fact, Wait, what is my most recent project that I've been working on that has a TV? Let's try to get a TV in this. Give me one moment. Man, this is a really big file, but let's see what happens when I open it. I'm gonna get a TV from a house that I designed that's around 600 square meters. So you can kind of imagine, you can kind of get an idea of how big this condo unit actually is. Or how big condo units here in the Philippines are, which is actually not that big. Okay, so this is from a mansion that I've designed for like very, very and you're gonna I don't know, I was really robbed on this project, but this is how big the TV is. Bam. And this TV is for like the guest bedroom. I don't want to go into the details of it, but yeah, I was robbed. Anyway, I'll let that be on their conscience, if they have a conscience. Alright, here we go. It's freaking walls, man. Look at it, it's huge. Damn. Let's go and start on this side. I'm just gonna do like a rough estimate of how big this should be. I think that's about right. Maybe not quite sure. How much is this? Let's see here. 1,404. Let's get out the calculator. I pulled out the calendar. Why are all these things? I hate it. They all look the same these days. Calendar. Calculator. I haven't looked at my, because when I got my laptop fixed, they upgraded the iOS as well. The OS, not the iOS, sorry. And everything got jumbled around, and I just noticed that I have some applications that I know I'm never going to use. But whatever. Anyway, so I pulled out my calculator. You can't see it on the screen. 1,400. So this is a 55-inch TV, basically. Yeah, 55 inches. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm so sleepy, guys. Let me just see what I can find. Man. File Explorer. Let's go to the desktop. No, wait. Oh my gosh. I already forgot how I fix things here. No, that's not it. No, that's not it either. Gosh darn it, where did I put it? Okay, I found it. So I'm gonna look for if I have something I can put here that, they want, but I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I don't have anything, sorry. So I just wasted your guys' time. Because what they want to have here is Scandinavian, I believe. Uh, Scandinavian chandelier. Is it Scandinavian? No, it's not a Scandinavian. Nordic. They want to have a Nordic chandelier. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm on Google, guys. Don't worry. I'm not that smart. They want to have a Nordic chandelier, and I don't really want, or it's not really my type of, it's not really my taste in things, but, you know, um, a Nordic chandelier would work right here in the center somewhere. But it's gonna be like a really small one. But anyway, this is the setup so far for their condo unit. I forgot they have this pull-out cabinet here as well. Everything is coming together, and I'm about to pass out, I swear. I don't think I can keep going, guys. I'm gonna definitely pass out in a bit. So this is the setup so far. Here they're also gonna have a water dispenser, which is about, I want to say, this big. It's kind of a thing when you only have so much space, you have to really make a lot of compromises. Let's see. I'm not quite sure if this is the actual size of it, but excuse me. But I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around this size. Something like that. Yeah, so there's still enough space here, but yeah, it is what it is, basically. So we got shelves, we got those, we got these. Fudge, wrong thing. Yeah. Why is it not grabbing it? There. Those. Okay. And this is the unit. Oh, you know what? That's horrible. We're gonna have to push this a bit more. Sorry. I keep getting stuck in the walls. It's the shining. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and move that by 20. Yeah, just like that. Did I get the whole thing? Yeah. The reason I'll move it by 20 is because know what? Maybe not. Mm. 220, 300, I suppose. That's fine. Let's make it another 70. Yeah, something like that. Okay, that way they have a curtain that's gonna go as far back here as possible. And then this is where they have their clothes hanger thingy. Yeah. I mean, I don't really. I don't want to do this myself, but why not? Let's go ahead and try to make a Nordic chandelier. Let's just go with 5. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Okay. Group. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Much more difficult than I thought it would be. You know what? Let's just try to get inside. So I'm gonna try to make a simple Nordic chandelier, even though oh shoot, C96 enter. Even though I'm really tired, but let's see what I can do. Let's just go with 50. Yeah, so these are 4-inch bulbs. Okay, get that over there. And then what we're gonna do is Q 90 and let's see, fudge. Let's get rid of this one then. This one, and no wait, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Oh man, hate when that happens. View, hidden geometry. A lot of that. Get rid of it, all of it. This is like one of the major problems with SketchUp actually. Is sometimes it just makes a lot of hidden geometry. There. Okay. And let's make a circle here. Proper circle. Yeah, there we go. And alright. And where is it? Bam. So now we got a sphere. Or we got a semi-sphere. Okay. Reverse faces. And let's close that, just like that. Okay, and we'll make that into a group. And then, for some reason, this face didn't connect. Okay, stupid. Make that into a group. There we go. Okay. 180. Move it by 150, I believe. No, sorry. Nope, sorry. There we go. Make group. Alright, we have one bulb. Alright. And then we're gonna move it. How big is this? $100. So we'll just move it by 700. Bam. Nice. Okay, make that into a group, please. Alright, there we go, guys. Okay, now I'm gonna move this here. Or sorry. What am I doing? What am I doing? This is why I had the 600 in the beginning. Ugh. Bam. Bam. Okay. Let's see here. Move that by 50. Alright. And then we're gonna get the center here. Okay, and then center here. I'm just wasting your guys' time right now, aren't I? Sorry. Okay. Let's go ahead and rotate this by 90. Bam, just like so. Move this here. And so sleepy. Sorry. 200. Yeah, that'll be fine. 400. Okay. We'll move this one up by 150. Move this up. I made a mistake, actually. Frickin' hell. Sorry, excuse my language. Delete. Move this by 400. Okay, nice. All right. Now we have this. Excuse me, sorry. I think I made the bulbs too big. That's the problem. But anyway, let's go ahead and rotate it by 30. The bulbs, not a problem. I can fix that. Okay. Let's So this thing, let's scale it. Okay. No, wrong. Okay. 50%. Move it. 25. Okay, same with the other one. Scale it to 50% and move it 25. Bam. No problem. Scale again. 50. Move it 25. Other side. Scale it 50%. Move it 25. Next. What time is it anyways? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pass out, guys. 50%. Move 25. And last one. Sorry. Scale 25 or 50%, move 25. There we go. That's more correct, I believe. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is shoot. What am I gonna do? I need to get another one of you guys here, huh? So let's try to get it somewhere. Damn, this is so difficult. 200. Let's queue that up. 60. Bam. 200. Let's queue that. Queue you up again. You know what? Move you out of the way. 400. Okay. Move you. Which way are you going? You're going the wrong way. Okay, I don't know which way it's going. And you, I guess, will move 60 as well. I don't know if you guys understand where I'm going with this, but I think I'm gonna definitely die in a few minutes. So we're gonna okay. I'm gonna be ending this. Shoot. Frick. Make that into a group. Circle. 5. Push out. 500. Bam. Okay. Make that into a group. So this is kind of what a Nordic kind of what it looks like, but it's not exactly what it looks like, if that makes sense. But anyways, I think, oh fudge, I'm in a wall again. Damn. I think I am literally going to pass out from exhaustion in about 30 minutes, so I have to start finishing up now. Come on, work with me. There we go. Come on. Land. Frick. I don't think it landed where I wanted. Is that the center? Anyway, whatever. Let's see here. 1,500. That's fine. There. Oh, frickin' wall. Let's go ahead and delete this. I don't need it. Yay! We got something of a Nordic. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm too tired. I don't think I'm gonna make it any further. Life is just not being kind at the moment. But anyway, that's the Nordic, kind of like a Nordic chandelier. We're just gonna make it gold, and then we're gonna put some pin lights here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, this thing, I'm gonna extend this actually, just to make it cleaner look. Yeah, like that. And you know what? Let's move them all back in. Let's go ahead and change our angle. Let's go inside. Bam. Ugh. Alright. Now I got stuck in a wall. Damn you. Come on. Don't do that. Zoom. Let's make it 70 degrees. Yeah. Yay. So this is how, more or less, it's gonna look now. So we got all these cabinets up here. We got this clothes here. We got some cabinets here on the side. And yeah. I apologize for my very lethargic lethargic. I can't think of the words right now. I can't articulate. But anyway, if you're dreaming of becoming an architect one day, you can. This is your life. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you more or less learned a few things. And yeah, until next time, take care, everybody. I hope we can always put ourselves, and bye-bye.